Hi, Gemini, and welcome to the Mother Tressa channel. If you are new to this channel, welcome in. Sorry for the hiatus, but kind of not really sorry because it was much needed time away from this space. But yes, if you are new here, definitely hit the subscribe button. Share this video with friends and family that you know, other people that might have Gemini placements that you know that are going through some of the things that I might touch on and need to hear the messages to put themselves in a better position, or just to uplift their spirits, or to just provide confirmation for maybe a conversation you've already had with a friend near or dear to you. But also give this video a thumbs up if it resonates, or if you just enjoy it. Like if you enjoy the vibe, you know, you want more of these videos, definitely give me a thumbs up. And turn on that bell notification if you want to be made aware as soon as I upload, as people are uploading on a daily basis, especially with the pandemic. Some people have a lot more free time, and so it's feeling more of like a congested space. So if you just want to hear or see me specifically, be sure to hit that bell notification. I was trying to figure out if I should do your reading today or if I should do Virgo's reading today. And the commercial, I don't know like what commercial that really was, if it was like a Sprite commercial or if it was like a food commercial, but the little girl is in there essentially, and she's like, ¿Por qué no los dos? Like, why not both? So that came to mind, but a lot of cards have been popping out as I've been shuffling in preparation for this video. So some chatty Cathys are in the chat right now, and or just a lot of things coming through that you need to hear at the moment. You have the Page of Cups in reverse, Gemini. And I'm saying all of that just to say that I might also upload Virgo's reading today, but it is Wednesday, hump day. But Wednesday is ruled by the planet Mercury, which is why, if you're questioning why I'm even bringing up Virgo, because they're an earth placement in your air, that is why both you and Virgo are ruled by the planet Mercury, which as far as energy or things that fall under Mercury, it's all things with communication, like styles of communication. It can be writing, it can be orating, right? The way that you verbally speak with or engage with other people. It can be modes of transportation, so cars, planes, that type of thing falls under your house. It can be in terms of like goods, trades, commerce, so like online stores, that type of thing, like e-commerce, or just goods or trades or things that you can do skillfully with your hands. It's ruled by the planet Mercury here. So those things might be coming up. You might be working on some projects, might be feeling a little discouraged at this time with this Page of Cups that came in reverse, because you do have the Three of Pentacles that follows after that. So for some of you guys, let's see. For some of you guys, the issue is that you are too heavily reliant on yourself when you need to team up with other individuals that can help you achieve a certain goal that you've been striving towards. You have the Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ten of Cups, and the Strength card that fell out as I was speaking. And I'll show you guys what they look like for those that aren't familiar with this deck. So these are the cards. So yeah, some of you guys are a little bit too hard on yourselves, trying to go at it alone when you actually need to rely on the strengths and capabilities of other people that are in your immediate environment, like really close to you. Needing to hear words of wisdom from trusted friends here, or just business advice can come from trusted individuals. If you are in a relationship and let's say something's happened where you've been disappointed by them, it's because of the influence of the friends that contributed to the behavior or the action that that person took, which led to your disappointment here. Okay, so let's say that you are in a talking phase with somebody that you have a crush on, and then all of a sudden you go from texting every day to now it's been a few days and you haven't heard from them. You almost feel like you're being ghosted. Well, it's because their friends could be in their ear telling them, hey, you don't want to come off too desperate. You want to come off as like, you know, oh, el macho, like the macho man, you know, you want to be an alpha male and you want to seem confident. And so in order to be more desirable, I think it's best that you not text them every single day. And, you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder type of thing. Like, don't hit them up, see if they hit you up type of thing, or just wait a few days. So again, that you don't come off as desperate and you're a little bit harder to get, right? Again, which makes you a little bit more desirable and or attractive. And they think that it's sound advice, but it's really amateur advice, because those that are in their ear don't really have sustaining relationships. Like, there is no real statistics, facts, or basis supporting these ideologies. It's just something that they grew up thinking was the right thing to do, maybe because of media, you know, what comes through with media outlets, what they hear in music, or just those other influences those other people have, okay? So don't take it to heart. This person does have an attraction to you if that's something that you have been going through, because that just came through heavy. I just blurted that out. Don't take it to heart. They just don't want to come off as being too desperate. So if it's been that point where it's gone too long and you really desire to have that communication, just make it known, like, hey, like, I appreciate when somebody shows up consistently in my life that has an interest in me and wants to pursue a relationship with me. Like, it's very important that there's an open line of communication. I don't mind talking to you every day. It doesn't have to be every second of the day, but I like to know how your day went. I like to know that you made it home safe. You know, I like to know that you ate today, you know, that something or someone other than myself, if not just me, put a smile on your face. Like, I want to hear from you. That is important. And or just sharing that transparent moment and just being very honest, so that you guys can establish a sense of how do I want to say that? A sense of like ease, where things are mutual. You know, you want to be in a place where things are mutual, and though it can be felt, it's you needing to express it so that the actions can be a little bit more obvious, you know, because for some of you guys it's kind of like lost in the sauce, like saying one thing but doing another, and the actions that are being done is not necessarily because they want the relationship to fail, but it's just they're scared to get close because of maybe past circumstances, all of the obstacles that they've had to overcome when it comes to love and relationships and partnerships, and just their own, I don't like to call it faults, but the areas that they still need to improve in themselves, that they know that they need to work on, they haven't been the best at exercising. And so it can be communication, it can be physical affection, you know, showing up, it can be being a little bit more romantic, those types of things. But what's going to get you to the other side of this obstacle, in this gray space where you're making up all of these hypothetical situations and scenarios in your mind that aren't realistic, is just verbalizing it. Okay, so activate that throat chakra right now. If you need help with that, I definitely recommend going to a metaphysical store and buying blue calcite, or just practicing in the mirror, or having like dialogue with your friends, going back and forth with how you kind of want that conversation to go, doing that type of role play. And if you are in a heterosexual relationship, male, female, then make sure that some of that dialogue and that role play is being done with the actual opposite sex, because women interpret things a lot differently from the way that men do, and so you will also garner different responses just depending on the sex of the individual. So just be mindful of that if you're going to participate in that type of activity to boost your confidence and have you feel overall prepared for whatever conversation you need to have. Now, if this is about work, there's only one thing in here that's indicating like projects and or works being at play, which is the 3 of Pentacles here. So some of you guys are very shy with this Page of Cups energy. And so at this time, you need to work on putting yourself in positions that are a little bit more uncomfortable. So what is it called when you go to like a improv? There we go. So taking an improv class where you have to be in front of strangers and pretty much make a fool out of yourself, kind of be quick on your feet, you know, really tap into the energy, Gemini, that you guys innately have within you, as far as being able to be quick-footed, you know, very comical people, but ingenious people as well, you know. So be able to use that where you can develop quick comebacks here. Bantering back and forth. Some of you guys, you've been a little bit shy, and I touched on this in Cancer's reading. Maybe go look at that if you have a Cancer placement or you're dealing with a Cancer, whereas you may have been in a period of dormancy, lying dormant and just waiting for your turn to shine and or showcase your capabilities. Now is that time. The tides are changing. This week it's going to require that you expend a little bit more effort maybe than what you naturally can exude. So you may have to again be relying on other sources for support, and that can be family, that can be friends, that can be anything that just rejuvenates your mind, your body, your spirit. That can be music, you know, taking time at least 30 minutes out of your day to like read a book so that you can escape a little bit from your reality and that mental exhaustion from whatever activity you might be involved in, for whatever deadlines might be due. I know when I woke up today, I was not in the mood to handle any of my business, like my day-to-day responsibilities. It really took a toll on me mentally and physically. But now I get to relax and actually involve myself in something that I enjoy and what I feel I am meant to do, right? Purposeful in doing, which you can also get with this Ten of Cups and this Strength card here, one's soul purpose, one's mission, having that foresight and envisioning the future and all of the excellence that you know is within you, that you just, again, you're waiting to showcase. It's like on the horizon, but in order to get there, you're gonna have to go through these difficult moments where you don't want to present your idea, you know, you don't want to pitch it, you don't want to send that email, you don't want to promote your work and or do the marketing, you know, you just don't want to show up. But it's when you fight through that you truly get to see the success. So some of you guys need to work on being more disciplined. Some of you guys, you're a little too reserved when it comes to the work that you're doing. With this Eight of Swords energy, that's Scorpionic energy. Scorpios are very private individuals. So sometimes when you're meant to speak on the things that you're building, you will actually just kind of keep it to yourself, or well after the fact, after the moment has expired where you really could have been recognized for something great. Then it's like, oh dang, I wish I would have said that, I wish I would have tweeted that, I wish I would have promoted this on my IG page, I wish I would have went live just to say this or that, because it was in alignment with all of these things that I'm seeing that are giving me confirmation, you know, externally. But again, maybe because you're self-conscious, or you just don't feel like you're prepared enough, or that you know enough, or that you're business savvy enough, you know, that you know all of the right people, that you have all of the funds in place, you know, you then tend to draw back because of that. I am reading for myself a little bit here too, because I have the tendency to also do that. It's human nature when you are wanting to be a creator of sorts and really step out and go off of the trodden path, you know, the path well traveled, and doing something that is very unique to you, something that maybe might be a little taboo, or like a first when it comes to like family and friends. Nobody else has ever found interest in your field, or whatever it is that you might find intriguing. And so you become very protective of yourself and your feelings, because you know you're an artist and you're sensitive about the things that you create or that you're passionate about. And so the best way to not get hurt is not to share just how passionate you are. But again, that keeps you from public eye and keeps you from really getting the accolades that you guys deserve here with this energy. Because like I said, you guys are ingenious. When I think of Geminis, I really think that Kanye embodies the epitome of a Gemini. Nobody believed in him and his ability to go from music to fashion. He went into that marriage with Kim Kardashian like broke, had no money, and came out of that marriage a billionaire, all because somebody believed in his idea, but also he believed in himself enough to push it forward. Very much ahead of his time with a lot of the things that he professes when he creates music, or in the objects that he creates, you know, by way of furniture, just the way that he designed his home, just his ideas for agriculture and sustainability for the future, just very forward thinking and ahead of time. And so I feel like a lot of you guys need to just develop that courage and that bravery. Get some carnelian as well. So blue calcite, carnelian are two stones that can really help with you being able to feel more courageous in, or just to want to be more vocal about what is happening in your life. You know, don't be afraid of feedback. It's all constructive criticism, so long as it's, again, coming from people that you find value in, whose opinion you appreciate. Now, if somebody comes and they start acting a fool, and I have a testament to that, you know, my own little testimony, go see the comments under the Cancer video I uploaded this week. But like, if somebody's trying to act a fool and, you know, is really trying to tear you down as a person individually, your personality, then you know that person doesn't have the energetic signature of your soul family, and that's not somebody whose advice you should even consider, you know. It's those that really see you for how bright you are and what you can contribute, and that want the best for you, and that are always trying to get you to try something new, or to do something else, or to get up and try again for something that you may have been trying to develop, that you keep hitting roadblocks on. It's that person that's like, man, I know you have it in you, just try it again. Maybe just go take it to this person and see what they have to say, or just make sure that when you make your money, that you're saving it and you're putting it in an account to save it towards this for your DBA, you know, like that type of person. Those are the people that you need to go to and confide in, and find comfort and solace in, and feel support and feel safe enough to be able to truly develop. It is time for you guys to emerge out of the darkness. It is time to emerge out of the self-doubt and the stress that you're putting on yourself, again, with these hypothetical scenarios that aren't happening, and or the stress and the hypotheticals of what if you don't make it. You only won't make it if you don't try. So with this energy, just make sure that you just keep putting the left foot in front of the right foot. Any steps is better than none taken at all. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I had to get through my day. It's just like, you know what, like, though I don't want to do this, it is of my highest good, and it's going to get me to where I ultimately want to be. So yes, it's tough, but I've seen worse days, you know, like it's not the end of the world. I can get through it. So just keep that in mind when you're going through a tough spot, when you're going through tough situations, especially if it has to do with romance. Like, it's not the end of the world. If it doesn't work out, they're not your person. It's not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Just give yourself time to recenter, and then go out into the world and try again. You know, it's all a stepping stone. It's all a process. You're learning all the tools that you need to be your best self for that partnership, to be your best self for that business idea, so that when it takes off, not only are you ready for it, you can sustain it, you know? So that's what I have for you, Gemini. If this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe again if you haven't, and book with me should you need to. I am open for readings right now. I don't want to overwhelm myself though, so just be patient with me, but book with me if you would like to go deeper into some of the energies I have touched on. But if I don't hear from you guys, then please just take care of yourself and soul until you see me again, okay? Ciao.